Okay, I'll be going through these, but my brother cleaned a lady's house and he was given all these games. Some of them are fairly good, although a lot of them are, the labels are real faded, but there's a couple of rare ones in here. Okay, it's basically 2 days later, but the first day I worked a little bit on cleaning some of these games up, and this is kind of what this one ended up looking like. The bad thing, when I tried to, I'll open it up, but when I tried to play this, it wouldn't play, or it wouldn't load, and neither would this one. But I looked this game up, it's about a $300 game, even kind of in this condition. If it was nicer, it'd be like a lot higher. So I don't know, I'm gonna try some other stuff on this and see if I can get it going. This game didn't work either. It kind of had a, I think this game may actually work if I work on it a little more. This Super Terracon. But the backs actually aren't too bad. Actually, I think I took this back off another game that was in this bag. So I got these games for my brother. He cleaned a lady's house or something. He kind of does like odd jobs. And she gave him these games, but they were sitting on a patio outside for a couple of years. I guess they were undercover. But once I get into here, into some of these, I'll show you. Like this is one of the better looking games. And the stickers were all ruined on the backside. He just took them all off, but you can see where the cartridge is faded. But the sticker was too far gone. It was all like bubbled up. And so I took this game. I was like, this game kind of looks like it might be one that'll work. I've cleaned it, but I haven't tested it. And then these are the other 9. I believe there's 14 in all. And let me show this real quick. There were some cables, but a couple of cables were broken. But they were like cables to hook the system up, like AV cables and things. And I just chunked those. But this, I think, can be cleaned a little bit. And it really looks like it was never used. It may have been, and then just wrapped up. But the ends are kind of dirty a little bit. But what I'm afraid of is that these games have seen too much moisture and then heat and then moisture. And I think there might be like bird poop or something on these, on the outside. These are the ones I haven't cleaned. But what I did when I first got them, I got the shop vac and I vacuumed them. So I vacuumed out all the insides, and a lot of them had dirt in here. But here's a look at the games. And they're all in pretty bad condition. You got Tetris Attack. You got Speedy Gonzales. There's a copy of F-Zero. But the good thing, even if some of these don't work, I might be able to use the backs as replacement backs on some. And there's some fairly good games in here. Super Mario Kart. Look at the back of this. Horrifying. Just imagine these were sitting outside for like 2 years under a patio. Tetris 2. This marker and what have you on that. This is one of the better looking ones, Beethoven. A lot of them have these kind of like stickers, like they were rental stickers. Look at this one. Super off-road, man. Faded. The back looks fairly good, considering it's a little messed up. But look at the front of that. What is going on with all that? Look at this poor Super Mario World. Labels ripped. And this one, I may need this one. I can't remember. This is one of those games that I haven't ever bought. But this, I don't think I'm going to add this one to my collection. Now this one I will, if it works. This is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And a lot of times this game is in kind of bad shape when you find it anyway. So it looks like it was a rental. But I do not know if it's going to work. Look at that in there. I don't know if that's picking any of that up. That's nasty. And then Tiny Toons Wacky Sports Challenge. And they're all pretty faded. I mean, I don't know if maybe these set in a window or something for a while when they were rental games, set on a shelf. But you can't even read what the rental sticker was on this. So I'm gonna keep trying to clean a few of these up, and hopefully, like I need these two games, I'm gonna try to get them going. So if I actually do get them going, I'm gonna put a little bit of video of it. But let me open this up. I'll stop the camera, but I'll open this up and I'll show you the inside of this game because it is tore up. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and show you the inside. I took the screws out with the little screwdriver. But these open real easy. And this one I have cleaned. I took it out and cleaned it the best I could. But look at those contacts. That's what I'm just afraid of. Like some of them are really gone. I don't know. Let's see this on this end. I'll try to clean it a little bit, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up. You know, that's pretty much, that number there matches. You know, this is a Nintendo board. This matches this number on the outside. Right there. It's all letters, but that's your number. That's the chip. So anyway, I'll work on this a little more and I'll clean some of these up. And just having these out here on this table again, I got like little dirt on the table again. Originally I had a towel down when I was cleaning these. So I'm gonna set that aside and I'm gonna start cleaning some of these other games. Here's a little look at what I'm dealing with on the inside. I took the two screws out for this one. But look at the dirt. This is the part that's exposed where the chip sits. And then look at the dirt on that. You can see the part that was inside the game is still clean. But look at all that. So I went ahead and took this apart. That way I can clean this. And I'm gonna remove probably the stickers on the back of this game too, because they're pretty bad shape. But there's that little hair in there. That's gross. There's another look at that back. I actually went all crazy on this. I used some Goo Gone and got the sticker off, but it was all water damaged. It was barely hanging on anyway. But I got the toothbrush and some like some palm olive and hot water, and I just scrubbed this down since this piece doesn't have any labels or anything. And now I'm just gonna make sure I dry it real well, and I'm gonna leave it sitting for a long time before I put it back together. I don't want any moisture inside the game. So, but that looks a lot better. It's a lot of times these backs are kind of faded anyway, whatever plastic they made these out of, but it's in good shape. Okay, I'm pretty much done with this, at least the outside of this game. This level's already tore up. There's nothing you can do with it. I kind of wiped it with a clean cloth, but there's nothing. This is what you get. The rest of the cartridge, I did clean it the best I could. Clean the inside. Use some Q-tips and 91% alcohol. But our next part is gonna be this fun little thing. But I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to see what it looks like. But the backside looks pretty good, so I'm kind of thinking this game may play. So let's look at our number here, see if it matches up. Should. ASEE0. ASEE. So that matches. And of course the chip will say Nintendo on it. So all these look fairly similar. Clean this up with a little 91% alcohol and Q-tips. The back looks a lot better than the front to me. Like that looks fairly good. I doubt if this will play. It may play right now. But I think what I'll do is use what I use a lot is just like a pink eraser and just erase on those a little bit. And then I'll clean it one more time with alcohol and a Q-tip. And we'll see if it plays. Okay, I'm not gonna show this on every one. I'm gonna test a couple of the games that I clean. Here's the game I just cleaned. I have a good feeling about it. Let's see. It worked right off the bat. Amazing. I'm not gonna play it. I assume that worked. Let's try the other game real quick. This one I'm fairly confident, but not 100%. Wow, it worked too. Rocky Rodent. Can't believe it, it actually loaded up. First time it did nothing. Well, now it's a blank screen. Let me see what's going on. Maybe that was it. All right, after a little bit more cleaning and effort, and I even played it a little bit. This game loaded up and worked. Okay, I got to looking at some of that footage, and I didn't ever really do like a final wrap up or anything. So I think I said it wrong maybe once in the video, but there was 14 games. I threw F-Zero away. I saved the back of it and put it on a different game that I had that had a broken back. But what I'll do, I'll kind of go through each one of these and kind of look at them real quick. Okay. First, I'll go through the 3 games that I'm keeping. I already showed this one. I found a cover and I put it on here. A dust cover. But I'm keeping Metal Warriors, even though it's not in very good shape. This is a rare game. I believe on this game I replaced the back with another back. I think just from these other games here that are off camera. But still kind of working on it. So it'll be a long time. But eventually I'll print out a cover for this, and it'll look kind of like this. But there's you can make your own covers for these cases. But these cases look great once they're all on the shelf together. So that was the first one I'm keeping, Metal Warriors. Kept Super Turrican, which I've already showed this game to. Keeping that one. And I'm keeping the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, even though it's kind of in bad condition. This is a game, even when you try to find it, a lot of times the label's damaged. So that's no big deal on a game like this. There's that. These are the games I do not need. And they are of varying quality, but just the labels are faded a lot and damaged. But they did clean up fairly well. You know, of course, you can't really do nothing with that marker. But they look a lot better cleaned up. So that's Tetris 2. This label is in perfect condition on this Super Mario Kart, but it is faded. And of course the back, as I said in the video, I cleaned the backs. This game, or this cartridge is very, you can tell it's a lot darker. So I don't know what went on with it. But this is Tetris and Dr. Mario. Label's in terrible condition. You know, it's complete. Like, these were probably in very nice condition, and then they were left outside. And they got ruined. Like, this label here is also complete. And this little, like where it's coming off here, that's probably just from the weather or the rain hitting it. And the label's a little rough just from the weathering on this Tetris Attacks. Beethoven, the label's fairly good. But the back wasn't. I cleaned it up, or, you know, I took the sticker off. You could get replacement stickers, but there's no need to even mess with that, especially on a game like this. Just get another, if you really want to, you can change that back. This label is like falling apart, but it's just from weathering. It's not from being played or anything. It's from being left outside. So it's like, don't leave your games outside. But this is Super Off-Road, and all these games work that I'm showing. Super Mario World, this sticker was kind of ripped. I showed it a little bit on the previous. So I put it back the best I could, and then I put some tape over it. You know, just to add a distance, it looks a little better, but it has the tape, the label's ripped on that. And the back, there was nothing, I didn't even mess with it. Trying to clean that, there's nothing you can do with that. If you try to take these off, the label's already ripped right here. Yeah, so I don't even know why I didn't clean that off completely. But that's Super Mario World. Here is Tiny Toon Adventures Wacky Sports Challenge. Another example of the label is in perfect condition. It's just faded from the weather or whatever, or being left in the sun. And there was a sticker right here, like a rental sticker that they put to make sure you didn't open the game. And you can tell, you know, that's what the cartridge used to look like under there. But again, the back was destroyed, so I just cleaned it off. This game is actually in pretty good condition. The back is faded, so if you put a new back on this Rocky Rodent, you'd have a pretty nice game there. So a little damage on it, you know, that's nothing though. Considering how old these games are. And then this one, the label is just like, it's very weathered and rough to the touch on this Speedy Gonzales. That's just a little final wrap up on the, you know, these games were free, and it did take a while to clean them. But that's all I got today on Ronnys Games. Usually my channel is more like Hot Wheels and things like that, but I do collect video games.